본인 소개 한번 간단히 부탁드리겠습니다.
Hello everyone, my name is Derek and I lead the global business development activities at the SpaceFactory. Nice to meet you all. So we really began our outreach to overseas market early this year. Although it's been only a few months, we really are seeing a good amount of interest from literally all over the place, whether it be US, Mexico, Australia. So for example, one project we are currently in the bidding process is in Hawaii, and the others are also in the process across the US. Seattle, for example, is one, and outside of those regions, we are also having discussions at an early stage, and so typically the size of these projects range between about 100 and 150 units. Either single houses or apartments, and also actually we recently had initial discussions with the developer in Malaysia and builders in the UK as well. So we are really seeing, or actually we're really attracting the interest from a global perspective. Well, I think first of all, it's obvious that we produce and provide top-class product at a very affordable price point, and we definitely want to make sure that we deliver that message across our potential partners, both offline and online. So for example, recently between April and May, we participated in 2 major conferences in the US, meeting over 50 potential partners. And also in parallel, on the online side of things, we have a dedicated email channels for incoming global inquiries, as well as active promotions across content channels like YouTube.
현장에서 조립하는 방식에 어떤 큰 차이점이 있을까요?
That's a great question. And I think it really comes down to mitigating the risk, right? So for example, the traditional stick-built construction happens entirely on site, and so you're exposed to weather delays, labor shortages, increase in labor costs as well, and also the inconsistent crews, right? The skills of the crews. So every house is basically built by hand, outdoors, one at a time, and ad hoc. So, but in contrast with our approach, the panels are manufactured indoors in a controlled and highly automated factory, so that the tolerances are tight, quality is consistent, and the weather can't push back our production schedule. Right? So once the panels or modules land on site, assembly is done fast, weeks in advance, weeks instead of months for the shell, because the hard work and the hard parts are all done already, ready to go.
공간제작소의 패널 모듈 수입할 때 가장 우려하는 부분이 무엇이고, 저희 스페이스 팩토리에서는 그 우려하는 부분을 어떻게 해결할 수 있는지 말씀 부탁드립니다.
Right. So I mean, we had multiple discussions with different partners, also like in Mexico, Australia, and the US. But honestly, the number one concern is the code compliance, with the main question of will these panels or modules actually meet the US building codes, whether it be our IRC or IBC and what have you not. So we will have US licensed structural engineers, aka the third-party inspections, review and stamp the designs and architecture and parts before anything ships. That way developers know it's compliant before even it leaves the factory. And I mean, that's all just for US, but we'll also engage with the appropriate third-party inspection authorities for other specific markets. So for example, we are currently reviewing the standards and processes for Australian market with a developer there, and we're getting inputs from them so that we know what to anticipate when the time comes for us to ship our product to Australia. And the second concern is the logistics, right? So we are shipping in ocean freight, right? So the lead time, customs, and what happens if something goes wrong, on a 4-week vessel trip, right? So we built our shipping and customs process specifically around that, and so that everything's prepackaged and shipped in a way that they are protected from various ocean conditions. And lastly, from a product integrity point of view, we want to make sure that we help the assemblers assemble our modules correctly. So we include a clear assembly documentation, and for larger projects, we will definitely send our own team on site for the first build to train the local crew. So, at the end of the day, it really comes down to de-risking compliance and logistics before a developer ever commits to do business with us.
그 한국산 패널이나 모듈을 활용한다면 어떤 프로젝트의 건축물들을 지을 수 있을까요?
Basically, one point I want to emphasize is, whether it is in a panel form or a modular form, they are basically all customized. So if we provide panels, we can deliver them exactly to the size and specifications so that our partners can apply them to their architecture and design layout. Also, if we provide modules, we build models based on the designs and drawings of the partners and ship them as is, so that it is already shipped 70% ready. And I also want to emphasize that we can manufacture with great speed and quality, as we manufacture at our mega plant with state-of-the-art automation. So by leveraging these two levers, we are able to adapt to the designs of various partners in multiple forms, and this is why we are very excited about this market. By that I mean, we are able to address the needs for any type of residential units that span across all sorts of projects, whether it be single houses, apartments, resort-style living, affordable housing, dormitories, and even ADUs. So you name it, and we can make it happen. So fundamentally, we foresee multiple venues where we can collaborate with our potential partners. First, we can be a production partner when the builders are in need of manufacturing arm to accommodate the demand. Also, we can think about being a manufacturing and sales model where we can be the OEM or ODM to a builder or a developer. Essentially, this can look like a regional dealership or distribution partnership where a local company represents us, the SpaceFactory, and manages the sales relationship in their respective market. And also, in the long term, we have the vision where we are open to exploring things like a regional warehouse and assembly operations, where panel arrive in bulk and get finished closer to the job site, cutting shipping costs and lead times even further. So really, the more a partner leans in, the more opportunities and business models open up, and we are open to other options and models as well.
해외 건축 관계자들한테 한 말씀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Yeah, so SpaceFactory is really about a solution that helps society prosper and grow. We're not simply selling modular houses. We help developers build quality houses quickly, allowing them to save on financing costs and generate early revenue or rental income revenue. We help cities provide affordable housing and solve the housing shortage while meeting their own housing goals within the state or city. And from the end customer perspective, we help families live comfortably without having to spend half their monthly budget on mortgage or rental costs. So, please reach out to us. We look forward to helping you meet your goals and purposes. Thank you.